Okay, I just want to give a little update video of my gauge. This is more about the mounting of it. So I went ahead and just unplugged it because I had the wires together and stuff. And I think I'm going to put it basically dead center. I'll show that later. And I did several cardboard cutouts trying to figure out mounting. And because I want this to be mounted, I want a little volt gauge, 12 volt gauge for the 12 volt system, and then I want a key because I want to have it turn on and off with a key. So those are my main things, and so this is kind of what I came up with. Went through several different styles, cut up just some thin cardboard from like some soda cans. So this will go here, and this bends. It's going to bend, I think, one harsh one, and then it's going to bend like that, and it's going to go underneath the handlebars. So it's going to be kind of tucked underneath, but the one I'm looking at is going to stand up a little bit. And then this one, I'm hoping is going to fit. I mean, it's going to be really close. I actually don't have this yet, so I won't be cutting that. I don't have this either, but this was easier to look at the measurements, and it was like 2 inches by 1 inch, and it might have to like go sideways or something. I'm sure I could get used to after doing it a couple times. So 2 bolts in the bottom, and then these 2 at the top. So it keeps it like adjustable, and it gives a little bit of room, and it should look really clean. So I had a piece of steel, pretty thin steel, and I cut them out painstakingly with some tin snips that we had. I don't know if it's because these are a little dull, as you can see they're a little rusted, but it took a while, but just went really slow, especially on these curves, and got them cut out. It's pretty thin steel, so I got those cut out. Got to drill the holes next, and they're a little like bent up from the tin snips, so I'm going to take a hammer and kind of like tap out, make it nice and flat, and then I'm going to sand, because I got pretty close to my line, but I'm going to sand it probably with the Dremel and make it nice and smooth, because this will be the final thing, and then I will paint them black. So I think that will look really nice. And that gets it, I'll show you, it gets it just around that plug, because that was kind of a problem. But yeah, it's like just like that basically, but it can move, so I can kind of adjust it instead of trying to make one perfect thing, especially using a hand tool. One perfect thing to cut out all these cutouts. It's gonna be really hard. So yeah, so that's just a little update on that, a little bit more permanent solution. I think it looks pretty clean. I gotta order the key and the smaller voltmeter battery gauge thing. So yeah.